Hello! I am the Witch of Jasmine and welcome back to my channel! Today I have a reading for Taurus moons! How are you guys doing? I'm finally back after all this time. I think your last reading was in May. It's been a while. For those of you who don't know, I moved across the country this summer, this past month. So things have been very chaotic with me. I moved all three of my cats, including Cheralyn. She's right over there. So that's why things look a little different too. Oh my god. I'm still getting adjusted with my setup here, so hopefully this all looks okay. I know the sound's not that great because this room is very empty, but anyway, I'm trying to say I'm so glad I'm back, and I'm so glad I'm here to give you your readings. Your reading, Taurus moons. So as I finish up shuffling out your cards, I invite you to take some deep breaths to calm yourself, ground yourself, and center yourself. Get relaxed, get comfy. Hopefully it's not too hot where you are right now, or too cold for my southern hemisphere friends. Okay. All right, let's take a look at your cards. So for the Oracle card, we have Cleansing with Gemini and the Water element. I think that's a really nice way to start off the month, huh? Okay, and for the tarot cards, we have Death reversed, Five of Wands reversed, Nine of Pentacles reversed, Seven of Pentacles, the High Priest, aka the Hierophant, and lastly, Five of Athames, aka Five of Swords. We've got 5, 5, 5, 7, 9, 13, 25. All very odd numbers. So this feels very obvious to me that there is some sort of change coming up here. That's what the Death card is famously known for. A death meaning a transformation of some kind. And that's also what this Oracle card is about. However, with the Death card, we have it reversed. So that tells me that there is something preventing this change from happening, from really going underway. And actually, right as I say that, I immediately felt like there's some sort of fear there. So something that's also kind of jumping out at me here are these birds. If you aren't super familiar with my readings, these cards at the top represent the physical, the real world, what's actually happening in reality, and these cards represent your inner world, your emotions, how you're feeling. So we have these two birds that are kind of like indistinct, just kind of flying. But then in this one, we have this bird that is very like colorful and very, it's a peacock, right? Those are very self-assured, confident, you know, that type. So I feel like there's this fear of change here, but to be a little more specific, with the Seven of Pentacles, that tells me that you're in sort of a waiting period, in the sense that sometimes things just take time and you just have to wait for things. You have to see how things will play out before taking your next step, you know? You've done a lot of work. You've already put in a lot of work into whatever it is you're doing. Sown your seeds, worked, you know, to cultivate them. And now it's just kind of like, okay, now we'll see what happens, you know. So I think you're in that kind of spot. And that's what's making you get in your head a little bit. With this high priest here, that's all about tradition and sticking to the beaten path and doing what you've done before. And we have him upright though, which tells me that it's not like whatever you're going into is completely new, completely something you've never dealt with before. You're still going to be taking all of the lessons that you've learned from the past and all of your experiences and your ways of doing things. You're still taking those with you. You're just going to apply them into what you're doing next. If I can think of an example, it's definitely not a perfect example, but let's say what you went to college for, what you went to school for, right? And now all of a sudden you're getting into the job market and you're trying to find a job, which is very scary. I think everybody is scared at those times, you know? It can feel like you're going into something completely different and completely new, and you might be feeling very apprehensive about it and feeling like you know nothing about what you're about to jump into, but that's not really true. Of course, you don't know what you don't know, and there are certainly some things that'll be new and different, but first of all, with the work that you're doing or going to do, you already learned how to do it in school, right? So you're just bringing that knowledge with you. Or when it comes to working for people, working with people, you've done that before. You're just doing it in this new kind of environment. So that's what I mean, is you're taking these things that you already have learned and already have some experience with and just applying them somewhere different. So my point is, I don't want you to get too in your head about, oh my God, I have no idea what I'm doing. I have no idea what I'm getting myself into. Because you do. You are more capable than you think you are, and you are more accomplished than you think you are, and you know a lot more going into this than you think you do. I will say, I do think this has something to do, maybe a lot of what your fear is about has to do with other people and getting along with other people, maybe fitting in with other people. I am more inclined to say that it's like a group of people and less just like one specific person. But I don't think you need to worry about that. We have the Five of Wands reversed. Five of Wands is about struggling, usually like some sort of power conflict with others, but having it reversed tells me that that's something that's going to be solved, is solved. So maybe keep an eye out for it, but I really wouldn't worry about it too much. I think it's going to be absolutely fine in the long run, as long as you don't let it get to you or just kind of figure out how to navigate it. We also have the Nine of Pentacles reversed here, which again kind of is that, Nine of Pentacles itself represents like being relaxed and comfortable and abundant and all of that good stuff. So again, when it's reversed, it tells me there's something preventing that from happening, just like with this Death card. So I think it tells me you have the capability to step into this new version of yourself or this different season of life and really enjoy it. Find a lot of success and comfort in it. I think it's certainly possible, but it's just this adjustment period that's a little scary, and actually diving into it, that's scary. And yes, that may involve other people, but I think by not doing this, by being too hesitant and too scared, you're preventing this, this lovely little scene here that you could be having for yourself, right? So this is kind of future focused, but what's one thing you can do now to kickstart all of this? Getting rid of stuff that doesn't serve you anymore. I don't know if I can get much more specific than that, but anything that you feel like you need to let go of that's holding you back, that's something you can do now, as you're kind of still maybe in this little waiting period or whatever. Maybe looking at like habits, daily habits that aren't very good for you. I don't know, things like that. But Taurus moons, I think I'm gonna leave it there. If you have any questions about this, or if you'd like any part of this clarified, please let me know. You can leave a comment, or you can just reach out to me, whichever you prefer. If you're feeling particularly drawn to any of these cards, or if you'd like any more information about any of these cards, on the shorts part of my channel, I have hundreds of shorts videos where I talk about each of the cards. I talk about their upright meaning, their reverse meaning, as well as the symbolism within them. So if you'd like more information, I highly recommend you check that out. But Taurus moons, I'm wishing you so much luck with all of this. And I'm wishing you a lot of strength, because I know this is so much easier said than done. But I think this will be something that you'll look back on and be happy that you at least tried, I do see it likely going pretty well for you, but I think you will regret it if you don't try. So wishing you lots of strength to get through that. But Taurus moons, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you again soon. Bye!